Hello and welcome back to another Indie Sunday. Today we're going to be playing the demo to Strange Horticulture. What the game is about? Plants, I guess, mostly. I don't really know. We're just gonna try and figure that out right now. I think it's some kind of puzzle game, maybe a little bit of story around here as well. And plants. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or, more likely, exchange pleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. This game features some small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay. That's a nice accessibility feature. I don't think I'm ever going to need it. Most of the time, at least. But it's a nice to have. Let me preface this as well by I know nothing about plants. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive Wandering Yew? Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the Gilded Dendra that might be of interest. Simone. Yes, give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear from me. We'll do that, definitely. What is this? I mean, I know what it is, but what does it do? Okay, Victoria Grey. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they're saying. St. John's Poppy. Ah, okay. Closer inspection. Cream-colored flowers, they smell wonderful. That doesn't tell me what they are, though. Alright, what else can I do? The will to explore. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Okay, I can water my plants using watering can to earn will to explore. A rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, what does this do? Ah, you can drag items from here onto your desk. I guess I want Strange Book of Plants. Wilfred Voynich. Is that a reference to the Voynich manuscript? I'm assuming it might be. It can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I've included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Right, St. John's Poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. This one. Right. Here, you can have it. Plant identified. Rewards book entry. Nice. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. These ones, I take it. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Alright, let me use a label. That's a clavilium. There you go. Put them down here for now. Alright. So we can bring our next customer in. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Okay, thank you. Ooh. We have received the will to explore. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Right. Put letters down here. Where's that letter? Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Right. It's less of a secret now that you all know, but okay. An excerpt on the elusive. Come to the library in Ambleside. Okay, we've got the will to explore. Oh, that's cool. We'll literally go anywhere? I doubt it, but we can probably go to all of these places that are at least marked with something. It told me about the library in Ambleside. Yeah. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Okay, we got 2 book entries. For the gilded dendra, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Okay, and the wandering bew. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They're also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Okay. I'd really like to know if some of these are actually... Like, never mind real plants, I'm assuming a lot of these aren't real plants, but if some of them at least are based on real plants, that would be interesting to know. Why do we have this? I don't know. Apparently I can look at it closer with right-click. We still have Will to Explore. What else do we have? What did the letter mention? Gosforth. In the woods to the south of the town. Okay. To the woods to the south of the town of Gosworth. On the northeast corner of the wood. Right, where is Gosworth? There's Gosworth. So in the... Oh. Okay, it needs to be full. I see. It'll be full in a second. There we go. The northeast, I guess that will be here. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamour of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Ooh. That's a nice looking plant. Can I move that? Okay, I can move them a bit further apart. That's also nice. Closer inspection. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. I'd take one of those for my room. Right. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Backbarrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now and I've brought Bennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Alright, lemon dandy. Let's look at it. What is lemon dandy? Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. I take it that's this. Oh, that wasn't lemon dandy. Must be better prepared next time. Okay, so... I see. This. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a lemon dandy. New plant acquired. So let me use the label. Label this, that's a lemon dandy. Okay. Right. Close it again. What was this note? Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. In the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Here. I take it. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over. A cloak of unwelcome shade. What I got? That's not a cool looking plant. What is it? We'll never know. Well, we will eventually. What's the archive? It's empty. Okay. I guess I could put the letters into the archive. That makes sense. What's this? Okay. I can look closer. And what about this? Guess that might be for riddles later on. Up the cat a bit. Next customer. Face Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. Oops. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. She needs a forest camphor, if you ask me. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Dark blue. Such as this. Beautiful rounded dark blue cluster. I wouldn't really call that a cluster. I'd call that a cluster, but that's not dark blue, that's purple. Well, maybe if you look through some of the other book entries, maybe we can exclude something. The Gandhi root is a plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. I mean, it looks a lot like this, but is it certainly this? I don't know. I can put that into the archive as well. What else do we have? Oh. Wait. I want it the other way. I'm not sure whether it's this or this. Because just looking at the picture or the painting of it, or drawing more like, it looks more like this plant, but this isn't dark blue. This is dark blue, but it doesn't look like that plant. Do you have any other plant that looks kind of like that? No, I don't. What is BIOS? Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to strange horticulture, seeking relief from her nightmares. What does the hint say? I'm sure I have some of... Well, yes, I could tell. It's either one of these two. I'm sure it's one of these plants. Okay, so it is this one. Okay. Wait, what? It's not this one. Excuse me? Oh, I didn't see that that's multiple... or like multiple... What are they called? I don't even know. I thought that was one flower, essentially. Alright. I didn't look carefully enough. That's my fault. That's a forest. Amphrey. Don't know why I'd make it a different color. Plants identified. A butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides. Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Do I have some of that around? What is that anyway? Not that. That. I'm not sure what to do with that, but I'll put it there for now. Maybe... Wait, where did it go? I don't remember. What was it called? I'd like to go to start. Butterdale, yeah. Do I see a Butterdale here? I don't think I do. Alright. What can we explore? We don't have any more letters. So what can we explore? Why don't we explore Havering? Sharp sea grass nips at my ankles as I clamber over sandy dunes. The warm sand feels pleasant between my toes as my attention wanders to a group of local fishermen returning to Havering with their catch. I thoroughly explore the area, but after a while my eyes begin to weep from the coarse sea wind. Okay. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering boo? That always reminds me of... Oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. We'll have a look. Wandering boo. So called because... Oh yeah, because a fungus can move. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. Well, let me look. What mushrooms do we have? We have this as a mushroom. I can't look at the underside of it, unfortunately. What does it mean if I were to put a plant into the rising dread? Would I be sacrificing it? Let's have a try. Enter a name here. I don't want to. No, thank you. How do I stop? Okay. What if... Pavilion. Oh, I'm putting it on the labels and not the Rising Dread. Okay. Right. Oops. Put that... Put the labels back over here. Put that there. Only in the dark. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Maybe. And what does it say about this one? It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Probably not that one then. Do we have any other mushrooms? What is that? That's probably a mushroom as well, but... Yeah, smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper. Probably not the one I'm looking for. Does seem quite likely that it would be this then. Wandering View. Yes. Nice, we got a book entry as a reward. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and the hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Right, so let me just label this as a Wandering View. Okay. And that's the end of day one. We can end our day here. We had the will to explore. We should have explored. Oh, row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Day 2. Saturday. Row H to third river. H, that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. That's the third river. Right here. So, row H. 1, 2, 3. In here. A dead deer in the river. Yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. And we got... Oh, that's gonna be hard to tell apart. Oh, God. Essentially, they're the same... Well, the leaves are different, but the petals... They're very, very close. Just slightly off in terms of color. Pet the cat. Good cat. Isidore Burbridge. Bring me a sample of Apis demissus. And be quick about it, that damn cat is setting off my allergies. Well, you're not getting a pawn from me, sir. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Apis demissus. I'm assuming I can't, deny him service. I would. I definitely would if we were in a real shop, but not in this. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Which of these has rough leaves? Single sweet-smelling dark flower. So soft and feathery to the touch. So not this plant, that's for sure. Oops. I always want to scroll with mouse wheel. I can water the plants. Is there anything else that kind of looks like it? What about this? The leaves are coarse to the touch. Yeah, that's the Apis demissus. You also do sound a bit pretentious using the Latin names to request plants, but that's not more of a crime than insulting the cat, certainly. A Gandhi root. And we get an entry for the Meekdew. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Right. Give me my labels back. That's a Gandhi root. Right. We can explore. What do we want to explore? Whitbarrow. Let's go for it. From the limestone crags of Whitbarrow Hill, I enjoy an expansive view of the surrounding countryside. I read that Whitbarrow's unique rock strata may have been formed thousands or even millions of years ago when this land was covered in ice. Okay. Ah, David's back. Lake Umbermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Well, we'll to explore. There's an old slate mine at the Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. The slate mine at Hard Knot. Where is Hard Knot? This needs a search function. There's Hard Knot. Oh, forgot. Yes, Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. And I need clavilium to unlock it. Wait, that's not clavilium. Well... Oops. Let me take my book out once more. And let me remove that label. How do I remove the label? Delete it. It's not clavilium. I don't know what it is. Pavilion can be used to. Yeah, yeah. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the name Lovelock. Heart-shaped leaves. They're the leaves themselves. This maybe? I mean, these leaves look heart-shaped. Flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. It's not a great blue. Don't have any other heart-shaped leaf plants. Slightly, I guess. But no. Those all look heart-shaped. I guess the only other plant I have that has heart-shaped leaves is this one. Yes, okay. That's a clavilium. And an entry for the Aguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lambswool, characterize this plant. Right. Pavilion. And we got 3 plants for it. Those all look pretty cool. Those over there. And I guess we can make a row of mushrooms. That's a mushroom as well. Those up here. I don't even know what that is. Right. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Ardor, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. We can certainly have a look. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. These one? Smells of nothing that I can detect. Okay, it's an option. Certainly an option. Also, this is also an option. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Maybe less of an option. Oops. Meant to scroll again. What about this? Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Stiff is not the descriptor I got from the book. What else is there? I mean, I guess this is the one that looks by far the closest. So here. Yep, okay, it is a fox button. Nice. And you got an entry for Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right, in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Okay, let me label this one. Fox button. And we can explore some more. The postman said Lake Undermere is nice today, so let's go visit that. There's nothing here, apparently. Okay, never mind. Victoria. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. A harlequin blue. We can certainly have a look. The bushy blue flowers. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Okay, bushy and blue flower heads. I doubt it's this, but it is bushy and blue. Blue flowers, light airy scent. Potentially. Oops. Do I have other bushy blue flowers? Not really. What does this say? Blue flowers, stiff leaves. It kind of is the only thing that's blue, isn't it? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it is a Harlequin blue. And we got an entry for the Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the Shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. That is a Harlequin blue. We've got more will to explore. Well, let's just go to Undermere then. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands. More likely exchange unpleasantries. Actually, that's exactly what we saw in the intro. Okay. Nice. You shouldn't, by the way, you shouldn't pet cats when they're cleaning themselves. It's not like it's a terrible thing to do or anything, but, you know, let them clean themselves. Bethany Coleman. Are you a witch? Probably. You may have heard the rumors that our Ardor is dead. May Ardwina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, will you require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy? Mary's breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure trust of his confidence, but the practice fell out of favor. Let me just put a couple of plants down here. We know it's not one of these. Are these waxy leaves? Yeah, they do have a waxy finish. And they are veined. I mean, it's probably already that then. Yeah, okay. Mary's breath. We got a letter. But first of all, let me label. That back down here, put that over there, and I can put that over here as well, and that's... We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Ardor has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torva. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Ardwina. Right, deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torva. Okay. Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore. So, is it this or is it this? Because it says a mile from it, which, you know, quite clear. It has to be this one, because this is the lakeshore. So if you go a mile from there, you're still within this space. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I'm ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table draped in silk is the Ardor. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort. I set to work. Wren. Over here. That seems unfamiliar to me, but we do have it in a book. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. It has no flower. Yeah? It does have like small red berries, so that couldn't be it. This? It scratches at the back of my throat. I mean, maybe... Let's move waxy leaves. I mean, everything else essentially has a flower here. Smoke, yeah, that couldn't be it. Yeah. Everything else does have a flower, so it must be this. Yeah. Book entry, the grey sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. That is a wren. I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Okay, just put them right there in the middle. Let me put that over here and that over there, and put my mushrooms back together. Isidore Burbage.
I'm this close to reporting you, Halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right.
Butterdale or Meekdew. Yes, my actions could have consequences. Meekdew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. Maybe a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. So not that. Yes, the Butterdale. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. I mean, preferably that over the Meekdew. The question is, which plant is it? Dark green leaves. Flowers smell buttery. What about this? Soft, sweet. Does butter smell sweet? Not necessarily. This one? No. What else? Kind of looks a bit. I mean, not really, but definitely not this one. That's probably Meekdew. They smell wonderful. Yeah, I'd assume that is Meekdew. The leaves are quite soft. What about this? Long flat leaves. And this? Pleasing scent. That? They all just smell pleasant. That has red berries, that's not helpful. Dark green leaves. What was that again? Small leaves, delicate flowers. Soft purple. I mean, they are dark green, but they don't really look like they do in the drawing. These look the most like the drawing. Let me have one more look through, but if I don't find anything that looks more closely related, I'm giving him that. It's not really dark green though, but... No, that's definitely it. Light buttery scent. How did I miss that earlier? I don't even know. That is obviously a Butterdale. There we go. An entry for the Storian. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. Okay. Take it that's this. And we can end our day. Day 2. Well, we can also explore a bit first. The Killington Lake. Maybe? There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Okay, never mind. And day 2. North of Hawk's Head, east of Loic, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. To be continued. Thank you for playing the strange horticulture demo. Yeah? So that's the end of this Indie Sunday. I definitely enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I don't think I'd really continue it as a playthrough anything, but it definitely was an enjoyable 40 minutes playing through it. Yeah, definitely, if you know more about plants than I do, which is probably not that difficult, let me know if there's some realism to those plants. Not necessarily in just the naming, but if you have some effects, maybe. So not obviously not the lock-picking effects or things like that, but I'd be interested if there are mushrooms that move around, because I feel like I've heard of that before, but I'm not sure. So definitely let me know if you do know. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this Indie Sunday. Thanks for watching. See you guys again next time.